Rounded bar charts are a fantastic way of being able to elevate your standard bar charts to look a little bit more fun and to take away some of the intimidation that you get from big blocky bars. And in today's video, we're going to be going over exactly how you can make these and start to incorporate these into your day-to-day. Hey guys, welcome back to Rather Be Visin. My name is Sam, and today we're taking a look at how you can elevate your bar charts to make them rounded bar charts. And I've got two different ways of being able to achieve this for you in this video today. So without further ado, let's hop into Tableau and take a look at what we're going to be creating. So here we've got option 2, where we can see we've got this nice gradient coming across our bars. And then for something a little bit simpler, we've got just the block color bars. Both of these have the rounded edges to make them look a little less intimidating than your standard bar chart. And both of these are really simple in order to build and create, so I'm not going to waste any more time waffling on. Let's just get right into building these. So I'm going to completely clear my view here, and we'll start off with building out option 1. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my subcategory up onto rows. And then I'm going to bring my sales up onto columns, and you can see we've got our standard bar chart here. So I'm just going to sort these descending, and then I'm going to make sure I'm on bar on my marks card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take sales, I'm going to hold down the control key, and I'm going to drag it next to itself. So now I've got two of the same chart next to one another. What I've got here, I've got a calculated field called 0, and all it is min 0. I'm going to click OK there, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my 0 calculated field onto one of these axes. So if I bring this in and I drop it down here, you can see I've got those two green rulers. If I drop that down, you can now see that we've got our measure names has appeared on rows, and now we've got a combined axis chart. So first thing I'm going to do now I've got this is I am going to get rid of my measure names that I've got up here. So if I drag that down, you can see that's now disappeared. Now what I want to do is make my sales and measure values be a dual axis. So I'm going to right click on the drop down menu here and then select dual axis. And now you can see it's all on the same axis. Now over here, I've got my sales bars, and then I've got my measure values also set as a bar. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change my measure values to be a circle, and you can see I've now got a circle at the end for 0 and a circle at the top for what my sales value is. So I'm going to remove the color from my measure names here, and on some of sales I'm also going to remove the color there. That's now going to change them both to be in the standard default blue. Now on my circle, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the size of it so that it is the same size as my bars. I'm going to right click and select synchronize axis, and you can see I've got to fiddle around a bit with the size of the circle to get it just right. But there we go, there is our rounded edges on our bars, and a really straightforward way of being able to do that. But because of the way that we've got this set up, we can't easily change the color of this to have that nice gradient, and that's where option 2 comes in. Okay, so for option 2, to get this view, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of all of this, and let's start from the start. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my 0 and I'm going to bring my sales. I'm going to select them both by holding down control, and then I'm just going to bring them into the middle of the view, and you can see I've now got my measure names on rows, and I've got my measure values card appeared, and I've got measure values on text, so I get this look. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to change the type of mark to be a line. Then I'm going to bring in my subcategory into rows, and I'm going to get rid of measure names. Now what we also want to do is get rid of our measure values. We're going to bring that up onto columns, and you can see we've now got this quite horrendous zigzaggy line going all over the place, but don't worry, we're going to tidy that right up. I'm going to bring measure names, I'm going to hold control so I can drag it from my filters and drop it down onto path, and you can see now we've got just one line. And if we make this bigger, we can see because it's a line, it's automatically rounded within Tableau. So I'm going to right click and sort on my subcategory, and I'm going to change this to be sorted on field. I'm going to pick sales, and I'm going to have it descending, so it's going from largest to smallest. Now, in order to get that gradient, what we're going to do is we're going to color these bars by the measure name. So if I hold Control again and drag measure name that I've got on path onto color, you can see we've now got that gradient because it's coloring all of our zeros, which starts at 0, as red, and all of our sales, which is the end point, to green. So we've got that gradient, and we can change these. So maybe I want my 0 to be a purple and I want my sales to be orange. I can click apply, and now I've got that gradient. So that's 2 different ways that you can create rounded bars within Tableau. So now you can go wild and make your bar charts a little less intimidating. Hopefully that helped. If it did, please do let me know in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.